To ensure the safe and responsible use of personal mobility aids like motorised scooters and wheelchairs, an advisory panel is proposing a stricter speed limit for these devices. Now, users could also be required to undergo a medical assessment. Calling for a light touch approach, the panel recommends that only those with certified medical needs be allowed to use motorised scooters. This can be in the form of a memo by a medical professional. Those who already have documents certifying their medical needs don't need to get an additional one. Now, the panel is also proposing for the current maximum speed limit of 10 kilometres per hour to be cut down to 6 kilometres per hour, which is a fast walking pace. Retailers must only sell devices that meet this new speed limit. There is also a need to restrict the size and weight of PMAs on public footpaths. These restrictions already apply when PMAs are used on public transport. Now, it's also called for more education on safety. Enforcement measures should also be tightened to prevent physical and online sales of devices that don't meet the criteria. There should be no need for users to get a license, as this may place a burden on those who really need them. One occupational therapist says that these devices help many to improve their quality of life.
There are also hidden conditions which are not easily seen with the naked eye, and there may be conditions like cardiopulmonary medical conditions, as well as even like renal failure or other renal kind of conditions that can cause limitations to someone's activity tolerance, and that actually limits their walking distance, walking capacity and all that.
The panel says that such devices should only be used by those who have genuine walking difficulties and not as an alternative mode of transport. It adds that with regulations, public spaces can be both inclusive and safe for everyone.
We would like people to lead an active life, to be able to get around, including people with walking difficulties. And that's where they have been relying on PMAs to get about. But they are bigger, heavier, so we are naturally, or public is naturally more concerned about safety.
Our retailers selling PMAs are divided over these recommendations from the advisory panel. Some are concerned that their existing stock will no longer meet regulatory requirements, but users of these devices welcome this move.
These motorized scooters are popular among the less able to help them get around. They come in many shapes and styles, but soon regulations may put restrictions on certain models. And some retailers are concerned that they may be left with stock they cannot sell.
So currently in December, we have a lot of dead stock. We have a lot of inventory that we are waiting for people that Christmas or holiday season 12/12 they are purchasing for their families. So it's going to take long for us to clear as well.
Mr. Lai says most of the motorized scooters he has are set at the current speed limit of 10 kilometers per hour. The proposed rules cuts this to 6 kilometers per hour. He says it would take up to 4 months to sell existing stock and is projecting up to $200,000 per month in losses. Those who use mobility aids were more welcoming of the proposed changes.
Slowly, okay, good, but because sometimes got many people like this, people you cannot do speed slowly and walk.
Doctor will know, do you need a dog? Yeah, unnecessary. I saw the young people also using it. Why they need it? You all have no problem, even though you can run.
One company retailing medical supplies is also embracing the move, saying that most of the PMAs it sells are already set to the lower speed limit.
I don't see that this is going to hinder our business. The mobility scooters has a speed regulator, which the rider can also control. Right, they can actually turn down the speed.
In a Facebook post, Acting Transport Minister Chee Hong Tat says his ministry has received the advisory panel's recommendations and will be studying them.